Insurance price nightmare. 120,000 people impacted by a potential 63% increase. So this applies to you if you use the state insurance program, Louisiana citizens.
WDSU investigative reporter Aubrey Killian spoke one-on-one with the state's insurance commissioner. He hopes to have $20 million secured by the end of the year and tells us he's working to bring in 12 new companies. Aubrey getting you answers.
Our viewers here at WDSU want answers, and they want to know how on earth are they going to afford something like this?
It's horrific. It's extremely painful.
How concerned are you that people will leave the state of Louisiana because of this massive hike with insurance?
Well, first off, this 63% is limited to citizens, and citizens only has 3 to 5% of our total residential property insurance market.
But there are 120,000 people who use that program.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people who want to know the answer to this question. Do you have any companies committed to come to Louisiana?
No one has signed anything in writing as of yet.
When it comes to the incentive program, do you have a solid date when it will take effect?
Not yet, because we don't have the funding yet.
In total, how many policies have been canceled this year?
Good question. If I'm off the top of my head to guess, I would say 120 to 130,000.
One question a lot of people want the answer to: if they can't afford insurance, they could lose their home.
Right.
What do you say to those people?
Well, I can't do a voucher program.
With insurance rates spiking, how high do you anticipate homeowners to be paying next year in the middle of hurricane season?
I have no idea and no way to project that. I do see the rate filings that we're getting tracking somewhat higher than they did last year when they ended up at 6.7% for this hurricane season. But so if I had to guess what it would end up, I'd say 10% increase.
What is your message to someone, or like I said, we're here to get answers
Absolutely.
For the community. What's your message to someone who can't get a policy and
Has to
doesn't
go
know
to
what
citizens?
to do?
Shop. Start shopping now.
All right, that's Aubrey Killian reporting. The change spike for the program starts on January 1st, but it's important to note the rate increase will not affect your policy until it's renewed.
Yeah, Aubrey also asked Donilon if he would support a cap for insurance companies. He said no. He says more companies would leave if that were to happen. He did say he is hopeful that rates will go down in the coming months. And of course, it all depends on hurricanes also.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that report, Aubrey.
All right, coming up.